Hello everybody, my name is Superscrull. Welcome back to Let's Play Feed the Beast Infinity, where we last left off. We made our jetpack. We actually made a tier 2 jetpack because that's that cool. Yeah, so we can fly around, blah blah blah, doo-doo-doo. And I can go ahead and show you these have already grown. And I just recorded the last episode a couple minutes ago. These are already grown. Just right click it. You get a ton more, basically. Oh, hi, how did you get in here? And yeah, we got 23 from just those 8. We got 23. That's, I don't think it gets much better than that. Get out of here. Anyway, I only let about half of these smelt it up. These take really long time to smelt up, like really long. But that's okay. There's a few things I want to do with the dark steel. For one thing, I want to make armor. We'll do that last though. There's other stuff I want to do. I'm gonna get a sword as well. Something called the Ender, which is a sword that can be found it can be found in dungeon chests, but it also can be crafted with dark steel. It only does 6 damage, but it does have the ability to get upgraded, because the dark steel tools, there's also pickaxe and axe and stuff like that, but the dark steel tools can be upgraded and get power, basically. As you can see, it has empowered 4, and you what you do is you put a vibrant crystal on plus 10 levels in an anvil, and it actually adds empowered, which basically means you can use energy instead of durability. And then with that, you can also upgrade it with sharp. You can also enchant it, as well as use power. So it's pretty cool. It can be empowered as well as you getting normal vanilla enchants. So that's pretty awesome. Is this? Okay, there's a few more. One more being the few. So we can also go ahead, I guess, and make this stuff. We obviously don't need the jetpack because or the chest plate, I should say, because of this. Now these can also be empowered and stuff like that, and things like the helmet can be given a night vision potion, and you get 10 levels, or goggles of revealing, and you can get revealing, which is a Thaumcraft thing. And you also get naturalist eyes, which I don't know what that is. That's new. And an apiarist hat, that's also new. I didn't know about that. So it has a lot of mod integration. This can get flippers, so you swim faster. Apiarist shoes, and this can get These used to be able to be a lot more upgradable. Like, you can put speed potions on it to get speed, and you can put pistons on the dark boots to get jump boost. What happened to those? Why are they not showing up? I hope they didn't take those off, because those were awesome. That's the whole reason I'm making these armor, because it's upgradable, and it's not cheap per se because of all the obsidian you need. But if I have so much of it anyway, early game, might as well. I also don't want to wear it because it'll take durability damage, but I don't have the vibrant crystal. What? What? Oh, that was weird. I grabbed it. I was so confused. I also don't have the vibrant crystal to make it, because vibrant crystal requires vibrant alloy, first of all. It requires this stuff, alloy nugget, which requires both energetic alloy, which is glowstone, which I don't have still, and an ender pearl per 1. And then it also needs an emerald. So I don't have any of that stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is go to the Twilight. So that seems like the best idea. Grab a bucket of that. So do I have another bucket somewhere? Hopefully. I swear I had another bucket. What did I use it for? What did I use the other bucket for? Maybe I melted it down? I don't remember. Oh, I know what I used it for. I used the bucket to make the transfer nodes, the liquid transfer nodes. That's what I did. Okay, that's fine. Make another bucket. And we're also going to need some saplings, so might as well grab just these, I guess. I hope these work. I'm sure they do. They should. They should work. You need some sort of plant of some type. If you've never been to Twilight, then it's pretty cool. It's been in the mod packs for a long time. I also want to make something else, though. Something called the Enchanter. Yeah, from Ender IO. So you need 4 diamond and a book. Not bad. Not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to make a couple books. Books and 2 diamonds, was it? So it's kind of like a similar recipe to enchantment table, because you do need 4 dark steel, which does require 4 obsidian, and the book and the diamonds. So it's basically the same thing in terms of crafting recipe. It doesn't work the same way, obviously. I'm gonna pop this down back here just for now. So what this does is basically you put that. And where's the ink sacs that I have? There you are. Basically put a book and quill in here, and you put something of an item, and you can enchant them with a certain amount of levels. So to get XP boost, you can get gold ingots. To get protection, you can get 16 dark steel, get you protection 1. So basically putting about 60 dark steel will give you protection 4. So the more you put, the higher level it gets. So fire protection, feather falling, blast protection, projectile protection, respiration, aqua affinity, thorns, sharpness. Sharpness is what I want for this sword, obviously. You'll need about a stack of it to get sharpness 5, but I don't have any nether quartz just yet. What else do I want? I also want looting, which requires heads. Any type of head, actually, I believe. And you only need... Is that 3 or 8 levels? Doesn't matter, because you get looting 1, and I actually have a ton of heads, so I can actually go ahead. I can actually go ahead and grab, It needs 40 levels. That's not a problem, actually. Oh, you know what? It is a problem. Yeah, so you can't actually get the... You're probably asking yourself, and I never explained this because it didn't occur to me because I already knew how to do this. You're like, how do I get the experience back out of here? If I right-click it, nothing happens. If I break it, it just breaks. So what you need to actually do is put this into an open blocks tank. Which... Because technically the liquid is from open blocks. So you need an open blocks tank to be able to access it. So to make that, you need some glass panes. And 4 obsidian. You get 2 tanks for that. And actually, I'm gonna get some quite clear glass as well, because I'll need that. 1, 2, 3. Where's my chisel? So quite clear glass is actually pretty funny because it's in the chisel mod, but what you're only supposed to do is you're supposed to actually craft it in the alloy smelter, I believe. Yeah, alloy smelter with sand. So sand, if it only works though if the smelter, the alloy smelter is on what's it called? Smelting? No, not furnace mode. The other mode. Alloys only, because you have to make the alloy of sand. You can't just use glass. If you got that, good for you. If you didn't, I don't blame you. I didn't make any sense just now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what this does basically is it makes something called a liquid duct, which is like another type of or a liquid conduit, I believe. Yeah, fluid conduit from Ender.io. And these are pretty cool. So what you do basically is actually let's do this. Let's pop these up here. And we'll do this. And then we'll put these tanks like this. And that will... They all have their own... Not extract, insert. That's what I want. And then we need to go down and set these to extract. And always. Nope, we want those to extract as well. So the good thing about these is they all have their own, interface that you can decide what they want to do. Not only that though, but the best thing about the conduits from Ender.io is that you can fit more than one conduit per block. So you see I have fluid conduits here. If I wanted to transfer power, I could use the energy conduits and also put them in the same block. If I wanted to transfer, items, I think up to 3 in the same block you could do, which is very impressive. Because it's the awesomest thing ever. Because you usually waste a bunch of space being like, oh, I gotta put this on another side of the machine now. But with these, you can all put them in the same size. You can input power, export, liquids, and items all from the same side of the machine, for example. So now we have them in the liquid tank, or the tank, what you do is just right-click on it, and you'll get a level. As you can see, my level went up, and I can just right-clicking on it, and drain them, and I get levels. For days. And, yeah, so 40 right there, and then you give it time to fill up. And I have 4 drums of these, so I have levels for quite a long time. It's not the greatest looking thing, but maybe I'll push it back into the wall and then just have the tanks visible. Because this green glowing liquid looks pretty awesome, and this clear conduit with green glowing liquid in it also looks pretty cool. And boom, looting 3. Now to put that on the sword, I actually never talked about why this sword is so special, because it only does 6 damage, the same as an iron sword. It has a ton of durability, but that's besides the point, because iron's not that hard to make. Now this is pretty hard to make, if you think about it. What this actually does is you can see there increases skull and ender pearl drops. That's what I really want, basically. And you put leather on this, not leather, looting, and all of a sudden you have a sword that basically almost always guarantees you ender pearls. And that's what I want for early game, to get a ton of ender pearls. So that's kind of why it's so special. I also want to be able to put sharpness on that, though, because it only does 6 damage. And when I put sharpness 5 on it, it'll be able to do like 12.25 damage or something. And I also don't actually have a... I have no way of putting what's it called? Sharpness on it just yet, because I don't have any nether quartz. Let's just put this stuff back. I might as well put the armor on. No, I'm not gonna wear the armor. I'm gonna keep it in pristine condition for now. The sword will have to make do with the damage that it gets if I ever find it. If I find an Enderman, I'm gonna kill it with it. And it's becoming nighttime, but that's all right because we're gonna. Oh, it's raining. Perfect. Get out my face, boy. Sweet. Okay, so let's just pick a spot really, and then that's basically it. There you go. There's a spot. Didn't mean to do that actually. And what you do is you take something, some sort of plant life, flower. Usually people use flowers or mushrooms or something. Saplings work just the same. Then you fill this in. Now where is the other bucket of water that I clearly took out of that chest but didn't work? Am I being pranked right now? Where did the water go? There it is. Oh, I took the pants out instead of the bucket. Dumb me. They added the sound. Do you hear that sound the jetpack makes? Maybe you hear it, maybe you don't. Maybe the volume's a little too quiet. But now there's a sound. There never used to be a sound when you toss that in there. When you when you flew the jetpack, but now there is apparently. So you threw a thing in there. We throw a thing in there, whatever, and it makes Twilight Portal. Sweet. So let's just head in there and see if we can find a hollow hill right off the bat, so we can get some glowstone and some emeralds. Beyond that, I don't really care because I'm just gonna quarry it out afterwards. So that, I mean, there'll be a ton of resources in there, but I'm not gonna focus on those. Just the because I have enough diamonds, I have enough lapis and redstone to get by right now until I make a quarry. Because that's the big thing that I want to do. It's raining. That's not very fun. Let's see if we can... Oh, that's a big tree. That's nice. I can always lumber axe that if I want to get lots of wood. This is the place to get lots of wood if you really want it, because the entire thing's basically a forest. It's called the Twilight Forest. Now let's see. There's lapis on that. Obsidian. But again, I don't care right now. I'm surprised I'm not getting... Like, losing that many frames as the world generates. I'm still getting, like, 60 frames. And I have it limited to 60 frames, which means I'm basically at max frames, technically. What's that sound? Oh, the Naga's right there. Sweet! The Naga fight is right there. I'm not going to go take that on yet, but, I mean... Slowness? Why do I have slowness? Oh, I know why. Yeah, the Twilight has been updated so that there's, like, a tiered system now, basically. Not a tiered system, but basically there's a... What do you call it? Like an achievement system where you have to, like, beat one boss to get to the next. So yeah, so the first biome you have to, or the first boss you have to kill. You hear that wolf? I hear that wolf, and it's really obnoxious. You have to kill the Naga first, and then you'll be allowed to go kill the next boss or whatever. But that basically means that you get debuffed when you go into biomes where you're not allowed to be in, because like the level of the biome is too high or something. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's basically what's happening. I got slowness there. Blizz, perfect. I want those. Blizz are very important for gelid cryotheum. They're not very important. They're not absolutely necessary. And they gave me slowness or something. Yeah, slowness. Gotcha. I don't have any armor on, so they're probably gonna kill me. What are you? Oh my god, that's terrifying. They just keep spawning. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get killed. No! No, Blizz slayed me. Okay. They're right there. I can do this. I can go back and get it, right? Where is... Where's my death? Why can I not... Oh, I'm dumb. I'm blind. Blizz are important for getting Blizz powder, which you can use to make gelid cryotheum, which you can use is the best cooling item for the big reactors. You don't absolutely need them because you can totally do it with just snow and some destabilized redstone, but that's complicated stuff and whatever. Can I just please get my stuff back? Forget the Blizz. I'll kill the Blizz later when I have armor. Oh no. Okay, guys. It was supposed to have a dire wolf too. Ugh. Alright, I'll be right back. Or, you know what? I'm gonna call the episode there. That's fine. We'll do everything else we need to do next time. Probably go to the Nether, check for Actually, that seems dumb. I just ended it while we went to the Twilight. I love how we do that. I make an achievement like going to the Twilight, and then I just stop there. I'm like, hey, you don't need that. But it's been long enough, you know. We did some Ender IO stuff. Has that been long enough for an episode? Has it really? I just don't know anymore. I question everything I do, but I'm gonna cut and end the episode just because I need to go and get my stuff. So it's a good time to end the episode. Yeah? You guys agree with me? Awesome. See you guys then.